There's a couple of things I want to say. I call it false tikanga when people say, oh no, that's tapu. We can't talk about that person being sexually abused. Actually, that to me breaks tapu, breaks modi, breaks wairoa. Because what you're saying is that silence over offending should take precedence to that person's well-being, right?
Yeah,
so
whose mana are we trying to protect?
Exactly. So that to me is a breach of tapu. If you say this is tapu and we don't talk about it, honestly, bro, that's where my mind goes to. It's like it's a false tikanga. It's false tapu. Go back to the origin of the word tapu and then put that word next to we're not going to talk about sexual violence because it's tapu. It makes no sense. Tapu is about that sacred space, amongst other things. Then what you're saying is, oh, it's sacred, but we're not going to talk about it. Those things don't exist. Effective anything, all that creates is a disruption for that boy or that man, which then sets them up for a whole raft of pain in terms of being believed coming forward.
Well, that's right, and they might have considered that space a safe space.
That's right.
But you're saying no, it's not, because you've been violated.
Yes.
And we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because it's...
Well, if you go back to our kaupapa Māori ways, tapu was sacredness. I mean, there's lots of words that can describe tapu, but muru was about how do you balance that back? How do you balance the tapu that was violated? That's muru. So if you think about sexual violence, it's not about, we don't talk about it to violate the tapu. It's actually a matter of how do we find a way to apply muru to balance what's happened to support that young boy, that young male, and the offender. And I know that we were talking about different languages like victims and survivors, but I do use the word offender because that's what they are.
Yeah.
In my mind.
Yeah.
And so I tend to use that language.